Screen is visible, students? Is the screen visible? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Note down this numerical, students. On the Biot-Savart law, we discussed the Biot-Savart law in the last class, right? Considering the definition of Biot-Savart law, what is Biot-Savart law, right? And then considering this figure, we have arrived at the equation, mathematical equation of the Biot-Savart law, that is dH is equal to IDL cross R divided by 4 pi R cube ampere per meter. And further, we have still simplified the equation, and we have finally arrived at the equation H2 bar is equal to closed surface integral I1 dl1 bar cross AR12 bar divided by 4 pi R12 square ampere per meter. In terms of derivative, it is dH2 is equal to I1 dl1 cross AR12 bar divided by 4 pi R12 square ampere per meter. Let us solve few examples on Biot-Savart laws now. Take this example. Find the incremental field strength at P2 due to the current element of 2 pi AZ bar microampere meter at P1. The coordinates of P1 and P2 are 4, 0, 0 and 0, 3, 0 respectively. Find the incremental field strength at P2 due to the current element of 2 pi AZ bar microampere meter at P1. The coordinates of P1 and P2 are 4, 0, 0 and 0, 3, 0 respectively. Is it taken, students? Note down the statement, we'll solve it. Have you all taken? Statement did you take? Statement of the problem. Make it fast. Statement. Have you all taken the statement? Okay.
Yes, sir. Over, sir.
Okay. See now, what is the question? Find the incremental field strength at P2. So we are supposed to find the DH field strength, that is DH magnetic field intensity, that is DH at P2 at this point due to the current element of 2 pi AZ bar microampere meter at P1. There is a current element at P1. Its magnitude is 2 pi AZ bar microampere meter. The coordinates of P1 and P2 are 4, 0, 0 and 0, 3, 0 respectively. 4, 0, 0 is coordinate of P1. It is on x-axis only x value is present, y and z coordinates are 0, and p2 coordinates are 0, 3, 0 means it is present on y-axis. The coordinate is on y-axis because only the y coordinate is present, x and z are 0. We know that according to Biot-Savart law, dH2 is given by I1 dL1 bar cross AR12 bar divided by 4 pi R12 square. This is the basic equation of the Biot-Savart law, right? Biot-Savart law provides this equation. According to this equation, we have to find R12, that is a distance vector. What they have asked, look at once again. Now find the incremental field strength at P2. We are supposed to find the field strength at P2 due to the current element at P1. That means which is source and which is destination? Which is source and which is destination? Which is the source point and which is the destination point? Whether P1 is source or P2 is source? Ankita? P1 is source or P2 is source? Which one is source? Which is destination? Kirti? Kirti Patil? Are you all here, students? Are you all here? Students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So which is source here? See what is mentioned in the question. We have to find field strength at P2 due to current element. Where is the current element present? Current element of 2 pi AZ bar microampere meter at P1. So current element is present at P1. Right? This is the source. This is the source. P2 is the destination where we want to find the field strength. Accordingly, R12 bar distance vector is given by destination minus source. R1 to 2 source to destination is given by destination minus source. It is 0 minus 4 into AX bar plus 3 minus 0 into AY bar plus 0 minus 0 into AZ bar. This is the distance vector R12 bar. Then find the unit vector AR12 bar. AR12 bar. Unit vector is given by the vector divided by its magnitude. That is R12 bar divided by its magnitude. R12 bar is, this is minus 4 AX bar plus 3 AY bar. It is 0 AZ bar. 0 AZ bar means it's 0 only. We did not consider that. That is minus 4 AX bar plus 3 AY bar divided by R12 magnitude. To find the magnitude, we take the square root of sum of the squares of the coordinates of x, y, and z. That is square root of 4 minus 4 square is 16 plus 3 square is 9. That means this is equal to minus 4 AX bar plus 3 AY bar divided by 5. 16 plus 9 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, I1 DL1 bar. I1 DL1 bar, they have given the current element. It is I1 DL1. Current element is the current with the vector DL1 bar, the length that gives the current element. I1 DL1 bar, this is given as 2 pi AZ bar microampere meter. Therefore, I1 DL1 bar cross product with AR12 bar. Cross product of I1 DL1 bar and AR12 bar. That is AX, AY, AZ, right in the determinant form, the cross product. It is given by determinant of AX, AY, AZ. Then the coordinate of I1 DL1 bar. Coordinate of I1 DL1 bar is, it is having only Z coordinate, AZ, that is 2 pi. X and Y are 0. Yes or no? That is 0 is X coordinate, 0 is Y coordinate, and Z coordinate is 2 pi. Write it 2 pi. Then AR12 bar, unit vector, minus 4 by 5 AX bar. It is minus 4 by 5. AX bar coordinate. Then Y coordinate is 3 by 5. 3 divided by 5. Z coordinate, there is no Z coordinate, it is 0. Now simplify this and tell me how much you get. I1 DL1 bar cross AR12 bar in the determinant form. Simplify this and tell me your answer. Note down the steps from beginning quickly. Did you all take it, students?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, take it. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just cross verify your answers whether you are getting this answer. This is this row will go and this column will go. So 0 into 0 0 minus 3 by 5 into 2 pi. So it is minus 3 by 5 into 2 pi ax bar. Then minus ay. This row will go and this column will go. So it is 0 into 0 0 minus into minus plus. Okay. So here it is minus into minus plus into minus minus. So it is minus 4 by 5 into 2 pi ay bar. Then z, this row will go, this column will go. 0 into 3 by 5 is 0. Minus of minus. So that is minus 4 by 5 into 0 is 0. So we get 2 by pi, 2 pi by 5, 3ax bar, 3ax bar plus 4ay bar. Okay, minus 2 pi by 5, 3ax bar plus 4ay bar. Correct. Then last step, dh2 bar is given by minus 2 by 2 pi by 5, 3ax bar plus 4ay bar. This is according to the formula I1 dl1 bar cross ar12 bar. That is what we have found out here, the determinant. That is divided by 4 pi r12 square, 4 pi into r12, magnitude of r12, that is square root of minus 4 square plus 3 square, that is square root of 25, it is 5. That divided by 5 square, magnitude of r12 square. If we simplify this, then we'll get minus 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 3ax bar plus 4ay bar microampere meter, ampere per meter, or it is minus 12 ax bar minus 16 ay bar nano ampere per meter. I hope you have noted down till the last step. Yes? Everybody have noted down till the last step? Last step, have you all noted down? DH2 bar equation.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let us move on to the second example. Try to solve it on your own. An infinitesimal length 10 raised to minus 3 meter of wire is located at the point 1, 0, 0 and carries a current 2 ampere in the direction of the unit vector ax bar. Find the magnetic field intensity due to the current element at the point 0, 2, 2. I'll read it again. An infinitesimal length 10 raised to minus 3 meter of a wire is located at the point 1, 0, 0. So at 1, 0, 0, the length that is of the wire is 10 raised to minus 3 meter. That is the incremental length or a small length. And this incremental length carries a current of 2 ampere in the direction of the unit vector ax bar. That is in this direction, ax bar direction, from origin to towards x. Find the magnetic field intensity, that is dH we have to find, due to the current element at the point 0, 2, 2. At this point, it is having the coordinates 0, 2, 2. Due to this coordinate, what is, read it again, find the magnetic field intensity due to the current element at the point 0, 2, 2. You have to read it very carefully here. See, find the magnetic field intensity due to the current element at the point 0, 2, 2. That means that current element is here at the point Q I have taken. Due to this point Q, whatever is the magnetic field intensity at point P, that we are supposed to find out. That is, we have to find the DH or magnetic field intensity at the point P, which is having the coordinate 0, 2, 2. Source is Q, which is having coordinates 1, 0, 0. Destination is P with the coordinate 0, 2, 2. Okay. Note down the problem statement and try to solve it on your own. I hope everyone have noted down the problem statement. Try to analyze it and solve it on your own. Tell me the final answer, what you all are getting. Any difficulty, students, in solving?
Sir, answer is
Yes.
0.117 AX bar minus
Okay.
Z bar plus 0.0117 AY bar.
Okay, let us check it. Let us check the answer. Point minus 0.0117 AY bar plus 0.0117 AZ bar ampere per meter. You are getting this answer? Minus
Yes, sir.
0.0117 AY bar, there is no X component. Okay, plus 0.0117 AZ bar ampere per meter. Good. So this is how we have to solve it. What is given here? Q is source, P is destination. Magnitude of this current element they have given, it is 10 raised to minus 3 meter dl, and I is given, that is 2 ampere. So I into dl will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. Okay, that is, first let us find out the unit vector ARQP from Q to P. From Q to P, it is given by the distance vector divided by its magnitude. Distance vector is RQP bar is equal to destination minus source. This is the destination, 0 minus 1 into AX bar plus 2 minus 0 into AY bar plus 2 minus 0 into AZ bar. This will be minus AX bar plus 2 AY bar plus 2 AZ bar. Then magnitude of the vector, that is square root of minus 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. It comes out to square root of 1 plus 4 plus 4, that is square root of 9, that will be equal to 3. Then the unit vector ARQP bar, it is the vector divided by its magnitude, it is minus AX bar plus 2 AY bar plus 2 AZ bar divided by magnitude is 3. Then I into DL bar or I1 into DL bar, that is 2 AX bar. It is 2 AX bar because it is on the X axis. It is on the X axis, lying on the X axis. It is 2 AX bar. Therefore, DH bar is equal to, according to Biot-Savart law, remember the formula, DH bar is given by I DL bar cross AR12 bar or ARQP bar divided by 4 pi R12 square or 4 pi R square. That is IDL bar cross ARQP bar, cross product. We have studied this in module 1. Cross product of the two vectors is given in the determinant form like this. That is, on the first row we will be having the unit vectors AX, AY, AZ. Second row is the coordinates of the first vector, that is IDL bar here. Its coordinates are IDL bar, it is having only X component, so it is 2, 0, 0. Then the coordinates of ARQP bar. ARQP bar is having the coordinates minus 1, it is of AX bar. Then 2 minus 1 by 3, sorry, minus 1 by 3 of AX bar, 2 by 3 of AY bar, and 2 by 3 of AZ bar. Then if we simplify this, we'll get minus 4 by 3 AY bar plus 4 by 3 AZ bar. That is DH bar is minus 4.3 AY bar plus 4 by 3 AZ bar. That is IDL bar cross ARQP bar. That is the numerator of this equation. That divided by 4 pi R square. 4 pi into R vector is distance vector 3 magnitude into 3 square. Then final simplification, if you do, then you will get minus 0.0117 AY bar plus 0.0117 AZ bar ampere per meter. Okay. I hope everybody noted down this answer here, solution. Everyone have noted down the solution? Shall we proceed to the next example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next example is, find the incremental field strength at P2 due to the current element of 4 pi AX bar microampere meter at P1. The coordinates of P1 and P2 are 0, 4, 0 and 3, 0, 0 respectively. So like this, they will twist in the examination, right? And the values, they may change. Even though the example remains the same, okay, whatever is available in the text, but the values, they will change and they will ask in the examination. So don't directly start the solution thinking that it's the same example that is given in the textbook or mentioned that is being solved in the class, right? They'll be twisting the numericals, right? They will give different values they will change, and they will ask. Accordingly, you have to use the available formulas, you have to use the available concepts, write down the given data, and then according to the given values you have to solve, not according to what is solved in the textbook or what is being solved in the class. Okay, so that point you have to take care of. And even in the test, whatever questions were asked, some of them have solved with thinking that it is a solved example in the class. It is not like that. You have to see what are the values given, what is being given, okay, whether they are the same coordinates or they are different coordinates. Okay, what is the X component, what is the Y component, what is Z? If you take the values, whatever is being solved in the class or whatever is given in the textbook, then your final answer will go wrong, all your answers will be wrong. Then your marks will be cut down. Okay, because of this, right? So whenever any example is asked, just read the problem statement, read it once, twice, take some time, 1 or 2 minutes time, understand the problem, what is given, understand the example, see what is the given data. If it is same, even though it is same, you need not by heart the solutions, you did not by heart them. You have to use the available concepts, knowing the available concepts, knowing the available formulas, right? then accordingly you have to solve the given examples, asked examples. Okay, this is the approach that you all have to follow for solving any example as a matter in this subject. Okay. Now find the incremental field strength at P2. So it is clear from the direct question, they are asking the field strength at P2 due to the current element of 4 pi AX bar microampere meter at P1. They have given P1 coordinate. P1 coordinate is 0, 4, 0 and P2 coordinate is 3, 0, 0. One is on the y-axis, another is on the x-axis, right? And they are given the statement that find the incremental field strength at P2. We are supposed to find DH at P2 due to current element at P1. Okay. So accordingly solve this example and tell me the answer, what you are getting. Again, use the same concept. First note down the statement and accordingly solve it. Don't look at the solution, take down only the statement and then solve it on your own. Doesn't matter if your answers are wrong. Okay, we'll correct it. I hope everyone have noted down the problem statement. Try to solve it on your own. Is it done? Solved, students? Any difficulty here while solving? If you are having any doubts, any questions, you all can ask. Any problem in understanding, any difficulty in understanding? Yes, please. Is it done? Have you all solved it? Or shall we solve? Is it solved, students?
Sir, answer is 16 pi by 5x.
1 minute. Very good. 16 pi by 5 is micro. Okay, don't leave that micro here. Micro, just make a correction here. Micro is missing. Micro ampere per meter. If you simplify that, then you will get 0.032 micro ampere per meter. That is 32 nano ampere per meter. Am I right? 32 nano ampere per meter. You have to simplify it further. According to Biot-Savart law, what we'll get? We are supposed to find at P2 due to P1. So destination is P2, source is P1. DH2 bar is equal to I1 DL1 bar cross AR12 bar divided by 4 pi R12 square. That is R12 bar, distance vector, destination minus source. Destination is P2, source is P1. So 0, 1 minute. Find the incremental field strength at P2 due to current element of at P1. Okay, so this should be reverse. 3 minus 0 it should be. Just make a correction here, please. 3 minus 0, correct? 3 minus 0. Field strength at P2 due to current element at P1. Should be 3 minus 0. Please make a correction here. 3 minus 0 into x bar plus 0 minus 4 ay bar plus 0 minus 0 az bar. So you'll get 3 ax bar minus plus minus 4 ay bar. Okay. Then az bar. Az bar is 0. So it is 3x bar minus 4 ay bar by 5. So if you simplify this, you will get az bar 16 pi by 5. So it is, this row will go, this column will go, it is 0, this is 0. Ay component here, this is also 0. Only we'll get the az component. Az component will be 4 pi. So it is 4 pi. If we write the cross product in terms of the ax, ay, az and the coordinates of x, y and z, okay, of I1 DL1 bar and AR12 bar, then this will be az plus az, 4 pi into 4 by 5, it is minus 4 by 5. Then this is minus into minus plus, correct? Minus into minus plus here. Plus it is 0. So we get only minus 4 pi by 5, minus 4 pi into 4 by 5 az bar. Am I right here, students? Are you getting this negative here? Ankita? Sampath?
Yes, sir.
Sania? You are getting negative, no? This one? Okay, fine.
Yes.
Right. Okay, then if you simplify this, the answer will be in terms of negative minus 0.032 nano ampere per meter. Okay. So this is how we are supposed to solve it. Right. The next is Biot-Savart in terms of distributed sources. That is, if we consider a surface of a uniform, carrying a uniform current over its surface as shown here, the surface is carrying a uniform current. If ds is the differential surface area considered for the surface with the current density K. Current density is nothing but, how to define current density for the surface? It is a current by area. K is equal to I by ds, or I is equal to K into ds. Current density is current upon area. So we will get I dl bar is equal to K bar ds. Current element is I dl bar, that is equal to K bar into ds. Take it as equation 1. The current density in a volume of a given conductor is J, measured in ampere per meter square. That is, if they are mentioning the volume density, that is current density, here it is for the surface. If they are considering the volume and they are mentioning the current density as J, right? The current density in a volume of a given current is J. So in a volume, J is given by current upon volume, I divided by V, or I is equal to J into V. That is J into V, RHS here. J into dV, current element is I into dl bar. Now in the main equation of the Biot-Savart law, we have to just substitute, instead of I dl bar as K bar ds. If you look back at the equation for Biot-Savart law, I dl bar as this equation, that is K bar into ds, k bar into ds. So it is k bar ds cross with AR bar divided by 4 pi r square ampere per meter. Then similarly for the, that is the next one, for the volume it is IDL bar is equal to J bar dV. Instead of IDL bar, substitute as J bar dV in this equation. IDL bar as J bar dV. So J bar dV cross AR12 bar divided by 4 pi R12 square. That is DH2 bar. That is what is written here. H bar is equal to integral, or if you take the integral, there is the integral form. Here it is I1 DL1 bar. So it is J bar dV cross AR12 bar. J bar dV cross AR bar divided by 4 pi r square ampere per meter. This is in the integral form. Similarly, in the differential form also we can substitute for IDL bar as K bar ds and IDL bar as J bar dV. This is equation 1 for the surface and the equation 2 is for the volume. This is called as Biot-Savart law in terms of distributed sources, where we are considering a surface with a uniform current over its surface as shown in this figure. And the Biot-Savart law is also called as Ampere's law for the current element. Okay, so that's all for the today's discussion. In the today's class, we have solved 3 examples on the Biot-Savart law, right? And then we have discussed the Biot-Savart law in terms of distributed sources. Any difficulty here, students, on today's discussion? Any difficulty? Any difficulty here, Kirti? Any difficulty? Vijay, any problem in understanding? Vijay? Srishal? Janvi, any difficulty? Janvi? Prathamesh? Okay, fine. Prathamesh?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, students, we'll continue with the next topic, that is magnetic field intensity due to infinite long state conductor and finite long state conductor. Those topics we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.